What's up guys, today I got a quick video. Hopefully it's going to help you keep your Harbor Freight little portable garage things from looking like this. The weather kind of turned around. We have a beautiful weekend to do this, so that's at least a positive. But I went to Harbor Freight. I got a new little car cover thing. I have some leftover construction adhesive. I'm gonna try to glue all the pipes together instead of just trusting those slip fittings. And then I also got some ground contact 2x6s. So hopefully we can build a little base and then screw it into the ground and then put cement blocks on top of that. And hopefully that won't go anywhere. First things first, I'm gonna get this thing out of here and start putting it together. We're gonna build it right here, and then I think we're gonna tuck it back behind these trees to where it has a little bit more protection from the wind instead of just an open field. So I think placement was also a little bit of an issue with the last one. So we're gonna be a little bit smarter, and we're gonna build it up and get it in place. This thing's really easy to put together. This first little diagram right here, it's got all these nice little part numbers, and then on all the parts they have easy to see stickers on them, so you can, you know, just look for 6.2, 6.2, that bad boy goes right there, and then so on and so forth. So we're gonna start off by building the spine, and then we're gonna work our way down to the legs. Alright, so we got the top of it all assembled. I put a ratchet strap in here to kind of keep tension on it while the glue dries, so it's not quite instant. I glued all the joints except for these 3 corner joints on each side. That one, and that one, because when you go to put the back door on, you gotta slide them over there. So if you glue them in place, you can't really do that step. So everything's gluing, setting up. And then we're gonna go ahead and start building one of the other sides. I think I'm gonna try to set it up over here so it's got a little bit more coverage and protection from the open field. So yeah, we're gonna mow this real quick. So we got the area mowed. It's gonna go in this general area. I was hoping someone would be here to give me a hand, but I can't find anybody. So I'm gonna attempt to move this whole thing by myself. I wouldn't recommend that, but don't really have a lot of other options at the moment. Well, surprisingly, that actually worked out pretty well. None of the pipes and nothing fell out. Everything's still nice and tight. So now we can just move it around and make fine adjustments and kind of get it settled on our base over here. Now that I got this thing pretty much positioned where it's supposed to be, the next step is to put the front and the back on it. So when you first open up the front and the back, it's gonna have this little tie down piece tied together. And what you wanna do as soon as you untie it to separate it from each other, you wanna take these little ratchet strap pieces that are in there and you just wanna get them started. Because if this rope pulls through here, it's game over. It's like losing a shoestring on a hoodie. You gotta try fishing it through and dealing with it. But at least this way, it can't pull through and it's not gonna go anywhere. So it just makes life a little bit easier. Alright, so for these ones that I didn't glue together, I just used those little self-tapping screws. Just got some of these little guys and just put them in the corners for some added support. Alright, so we got the top kind of draped over it for now. The next step is take these pipes, number 4s, and they actually feed through this little flap in here, and they just connect from support bar to the other support bar. There it is, standing again. So yeah, to help keep it standing, all these joints I hit with construction adhesive. It doesn't look the best. Probably would have looked a little better if it would have been, you know, clear or white. But it was just laying around from a previous project, so you know, use what you can. And then all those middle pieces, the middle spines, were screwed together with little self-tapping screws, and so were the corners. And then down here they were screwed to some treated 2x6s, 2x6x10s. I just laid 2 of them right here, 2 of them right here, and then screwed these. I just used some washers and screwed these down into there so these aren't going anywhere. And then stacked a bunch of blocks I had laying around on there. So yeah, and I also think placement has a lot to do with the reason that it failed the first time. This is going to be over here, kind of, it's going to have protection from this field by these trees a little bit. It's going to help break it up. And then from across the field, it's going to be, you know, it's going to have some help from these guys. So I really think that placement, as well as gluing and screwing all those fittings together and then screwing everything down to these boards, is going to really help. Also, I forgot to mention, I just drilled through this and screwed it in. Don't look at those were just temporary to hold it in place. But yeah, so all 4 corners, those little angly feet are screwed in as well. So hopefully this one will stand up a lot better than the first one did. I think just those little, you know, few improvements are gonna really make it a lot more structurally sound. I know people talk a lot of crap about Harbor Freight, but it's cheap, and I just gathered up some of the parts after the old one collapsed and put it in a box, and they didn't even ask any questions. They just gave me a new one. So I know I could probably do that again if this thing collapsed, but I wanted to just sturdy it up and not waste all my time building these things. So yeah, hopefully this helped out a little bit, and I will, you know, put an update in the comments if anything catastrophic happens. Actually, if this doesn't work, I'll probably just delete this video, because then it'd be pointless and it wouldn't be helpful. So yeah, that's all I got.